Hello everyone, welcome back to Foundations of Shorthand, and we are now in our week 16. So before we move on, please have with you your modules so that you will have a guide in the discussion that we're going to have in this video. And of course, have with you your steno pads and your ball pens as well, so that everything that I write here in this video, yun na rin yung isusulat ninyo sa inyong steno pads. Okay? So, ayan, for this video, we're going to talk about or learn symbols for the sound of the ND and NT. Ito yung mga last, ito yung nasa last ng mga words, okay? And nt. Sound of short omitted, and other minor vowels, differentiating between personal and personnel. Another set of brief forms. Ayan. So, first, we have the NT and ND. So, sunduin muna natin yung ating mga words sa kabila. Ayan. So, when you say ND and NT, if you remember, meron tayong, di ba, yung tem-dem blend. Tama? Yung ating tem-dem blend is a combination or the blend of your T and M. Kaya yung, yung form or yung stroke niya is ganyan. Now, itong ND and NT naman is represented by the stroke of N and T. So, ngayon, pabaliktad naman siya. Ganyan. So, parang under TH yung stroke ng ating NT and ND. Okay? So, ayan. So, para sa ating ND sound, so as you can see, parehas siya na yung stroke niya is NT. Okay. Ulitin ko muna. Iklaro ko muna. Dito sa kabila, yung tem-dem blend natin is yung yung D and M. Kaya siya mahaba. Pero dito naman ngayon sa ating NT and ND, yung N and T. Yung pinagsama, kaya siya maigsi. Kaya under TH lang yung katumbas. Okay? Ayan. So, for sound, we have S, AW, and ND. So, we have S, and then the AW, and then ND. Ulitin natin. We have S, and then we have AW, then we have ND. Ulitin natin, bakit hindi siya curve? We have S, and then AW, and then ND. Yan. Next, we have found. The same, pero yung S natin, gawin nating mas mahaba. We have F, and then we have AW, and then we have ND. Ulitin natin. We have F, and then AW, ND. Found. Next, signed. We have S, I, N, D. Ulitin natin. We have S, and then we have I, and then ND. One more time. Bakit ang pangit? We have S, I, ND. Ang pangit pa din. My goodness. S, I, ND. Okay. We also have assigned. We have A, S, I, ND. Ulitin natin. A, S, I, ND. Assigned. Next, we have find. We have F, and then I, then ND. Ulit. F, I, ND. Find. Next, we have agenda. Agenda. We have Wait. Check natin para sigurado. Okay. We have agenda. Ulitin natin. curve natin. So, yung edge natin is A, and then J, and then N-A-N-D. Ayan. N-T-A. N-D. N-T-N-D blend. Agenda. Ulitin natin. Agenda. Ano ba yan? Next, we have end. So, end. Ulit, end. Ano ba yan? End. Ulitin natin. End. Next, planned. We have pla. Planned. Okay, ulitin natin. Planned. Pangit. Yan, planned. Next, trained. T-R-A-N-D. Ulitin natin. T-R-A-N-D. Trained. Next, kind. We have K-I-N-D. Ulitin natin. We have K-I-N-D. Kind. Next, kindly. Kopyahin lang natin si kind. And then, i-add natin si ly. Ulitin natin. Kopyahin natin si kind. And then, ly. Next, we have kindness. Kopyahin natin si kind. And let's add ness. Ulitin natin. Ang pangit. Masyadong mahaba. Nagiging G naman na siya. Kind. And then, add ness. Okay. Next, we have grand. Gra. And then, nd. Grand. Ulitin natin. G-R-A-N-D. Grand. Next, friend. F-R-E-N-D. Excuse me, ulitin natin. F-R-E-N-D. Ulit. F-R. F. Pangit pa din. Ano ba nangyayari? F. Yish. Pangit pa din. F. F. F-R-E-N-D. Yan. Next, we have friendly. So, let's copy friend. And let's add ly. Ulitin natin. Let's copy friend. And let's add ly. Mind. We have mind. Mind. So, it's M. Mind. M-I-N-D. Ulitin natin. We have M. I-N-D. Mind. Remind. So, we have re. Mind. Ulitin natin. Re. Masyadong mahaba. Re. Mind. Next, spend. We have spend. Ulitin natin. S-P-E-N-D. Oops, nangyari. S-P-E-N-D. S-P-E-N-D. Spend. Okay, so now let's move on to our NT words. So, masyadong marami ito. Mag-new tayo. So, for our NT words, we have, so the same stroke yung ating NT and ND ha. Parehas na stroke yun. A blend of N and T. So, for sent, we have S-E-N-T. Sent. Ulitin natin. We have S-E-N-T. Sent. Next, print. We have P-R-E-N-T. Print. Bagalan ko na lang yung pagsusulat, no? Para hindi na natin inuulit. Next, we have printer. P-R-E, printer. Next, rental. R-N-T, and then L. Rental. Ulitin natin. Rental. Okay? Next, current. K-R-E-T. Current. NT. Next, currently. K-R-E-N-T-L. Currently. Next, apparently. So we have apa. Rently. Ang daming circles. Ulitin natin. Rently. Okay, so this is our curve ninyo yon. Ayusin natin ang pangit. Oops, nangyari. Apparently. Okay, apparently. Next, we have account. So, ak, and then the ow sound, and then nt. Account. Okay. Next, we have accountant. So, we have account, and then tant. Accountant. So, it's just N and T again. So, dalawang NT, NT. Accountant. Next, amount. So, we have a, and then we have m, and then we have ow, and then we have NT. Amount. Okay? Next, we have agent. We have A, J, Hindi yan, hindi yan. And then, nt. Agent. And then, spent. We have s, and then p, and then and then nt. Spent. Next, we have into. So, we have int, nt, and then u. Ganyan yung into. Okay, yung nt and then downward hook. Next, we have entirely. So, we have nt and then ire. Entire pala. I'm sorry. Ulitin natin. Entire, we have nt and then yung ating ire. Entire. Yan. Next, entirely. So, copyhin lang natin si entire. And then, let's add yung ating li. Okay? So, that's it for the sounds of NT and ND. Now, let's move on to our next part of the lesson, which is our omission of our vowels. Omission of the vowels. So, when you say omission, that means you're going to remove, right? You're going to omit. Remove yung mga vowels within that particular word. So, ang mangyayari, magiging consonants na lang yung isusulat mo in shorthand. So, for example, some. Some. Tatanggalin natin yung soft O ba yun? Soft O. The O, A sound. The A sound. So, some, A sound, tinanggal. Next, summer. Some, then summer, summer. Next, fun. So, yung fun natin magiging F and N na lang. Same is true with some, ganun din yung fun. Next, we have done. The same, okay? Kung titignan ninyo, yung mga tinatanggal natin na letters is A and E. Especially if that E comes before an R. Tama? Kung yung E, it comes before an R, tinatanggal natin yung E. Now, tinuturo naman ngayon, natanggalin mo rin yung soft A, ay yung A sound. Like some, summer, fun, done, lunch, Tama? Okay, so for done, we only have D and N. Lunch, lunch. We have L, N, and CH, lunch. Next, run, run. So, we have R, N. Okay? Next, began, began. So, began, tanggalin mo na yung E, tatanggalin mo pa yung A. So, we have B, then we have gun, G, N. So, that is how you stroke began. Ulitin natin, medyo mabilis yung pagka-stroke ko doon. We have B, then we have G, and then N. Begun. Next, refund. Refund. So, we don't add the E because our next stroke after re is a downward stroke. So, hindi na natin kailangang ilagay yung E. So, we have re, and then fund. ND. Refund. Okay? Next, we have come. So, that's just K and M. Come. Next, income. So, in is represented by your N stroke. And then, let's add come. Okay? Next, become. So, B. And then, let's put come. Yan. Become. Next, welcome. So, will is represented by your L stroke. And then, we have come. Okay, so that's it. But, as I've said in our previous video, there is always an exemption to the rule. So, ano na naman yung exemption natin? The number retains the U to facilitate the joining of the N and M. So, ayan. For the A, tinatanggal natin yung A na letter, yung U, and anything that, or any letter that has the A sound. But, exemption dito yung number. Kasi nga, ang magkasunod, or just in case you're not going to put the UU doon, magiging magkasunod si N and M. Okay? And that's a no-no. That means hindi mo na maiintindihan or hindi mo na ma-transcribe ng mabuti yung iyong shorthand to longhand. Kasi nga, hindi mo na ma-distinguish kung M ba yun or N. So, for number, we have N, U, M, B, R. Okay? Next, numbers. N, U, M, B, R, S. And then numbering. We have N, U, M, BR, ring. Okay. So, that's it. Tapos, ano yung susunod? Short omitted before a straight downward symbol. So, omission pa rin ng sound yung susunod. So, these are our next set of words. Ayan. Lagay ko na lang dito sa baba. Ayan. Okay, so for much, we have just M. Just M and CH. M, CH. Much. Next, such. Such. We have S and CH. Such. Next, touch. We have T and CH. Ulitin natin yung touch. We have T and CH. And then rush. We have R and SH. And then judge. Judge. So, yung judge natin, magiging J na lang. JJ. Judge. Next, budget. We have budget. Okay. So, yan. So, those are our words wherein we are going to omit the sound. Sound. Tinatanggal natin yung sound. Or yung vowel na merong sound ng Okay, I think napagod na yung aking lalamunan sa kakasalita. Next, we have our minor vowels omitted. So, minor vowels. When you say minor vowels, you do not necessarily have to pronounce these words when you're pronouncing you do not necessarily have to pronounce these letters so that you can pronounce the word properly, or so that they could understand the word properly. So, tignan natin kung ano ba yung mga minor vowels natin. So, example here is yung ating reader. So, for yung sinabi ko kanina na kapag ka, or sinabi ko ba kanina, yung R natin is followed by, yung usually, yung vowel before R when it's at the end of word, usually ino-omit yan. So for example, reader. Kasi naman yung D and R, yung sound ng D and R when put together, it's already dr. Hindi mo na kailangan ng E to make it dr. Tama? So kaya tinatanggal yan. Okay? So whatever na vowels na hindi mo na kinakailangang i-pronounce ng, kumbaga, lagyan ng diin when you're pronouncing a word, tinatanggal lahat yon. So, that is what you call your minor vowels. So, for example, yung ating reader, we have read, and then, der. Okay, ulitin natin. Ang pangit nung simula. We have read, and then, der. Next, writer. We have write, and then ter. And then final. N and L lang kinailangan doon. So, yung final natin would be fine, and then null. Final. Next, total. We have to, Tall. Yan. Next, delay. Delay. Yung delay naman ulit, yung sound lang ni D yun, D. So, we have D, and then, lay. Next, reason. 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 So, we have re, sun. Okay. So, here are some more minor vowels omitted words. So, meron pa. Marami pang mga minor vowels na i-omit. Ito rin yung isang mahirap ko na inano dati. Inaral. Kasi nakakahilo siya. Pero ayun, kapag the more that you read, the more that you hear them say words like this, yung mga words na may minor vowels, nasasanay ka din. So, yan, keep practicing lang, guys. Pasasaan ba't matututunan din natin to. Paulit-ulit, no? Okay, so person. Person. P and R. Hindi mo naman kailangan ng person doon. It's just person. So, we have PR, per, and then son. Next, personal. So, we have per, son, null. Kasi nga, personal. Personal. Wala na ano. Ganon din yung personnel. Yung personnel naman, kailangan mo kasi, di ba? Personnel. Personnel. Sinabi mong nel. So, pronounce mo yung E doon. So, if it's personal, you do not have to write the A kasi hindi naman siya personal. It's not. It's personal. Pero pag personnel, you have to pronounce the E there. Therefore, you have to transcribe it or you have to stroke it. So, we have person, nel. Okay? Next, pursue. Pursue. So, pursue, su. Pursue. Yan. Next, purchase. Purchase. Chase. Ulitin natin. Purchase. Chase. Next, we have courtesy. Courtesy. Okay, hindi kasi siya courtesy, it's courtesy. So, we have KR, Kurt, and then T, and then S, and then E. Courtesy. Ulitin natin. We have K, R, T, S, E. Courtesy. Next, secretary. 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 So, we have secretary. Okay. Next, we have display. 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 So, we have play. Okay, so D-S-P-L-A. Display. Next, disturb. Disturb. So, we have this. And then T-E-R-B. Ma'am, bakit E? U naman yon. Disturb. Hindi naman disturb. It's disturb. Ugh. Okay? Next, describe. Describe. Bakit describe? Describe ata ito B. Okay? Wrong yung nandyan sa inyong module. It's describe. This is letter B. Okay, describe, we have this and then cribe. Ulitin natin. We have this and then cribe. Okay. Next, description. 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 Next, agency. We have agency. Agency. Wait. Agency. Okay, so hindi pala, mali pala itong ating agency. Meron pala siyang N. So please correct the what is in your module. So we have A, J, N, S, E. Agency. Okay? Ulitin natin. Wait. Check ko lang muna, ha? Para naman sigurado na tayo sa last. So, magiging ano natin. So, we have, okay. So, mali ulit yun. Nala, sorry. We have A, Gen, C. Yan na yung correct. Hindi ko na siya i-erase para hindi na ako magkamali. So, that is how you stroke your agency. Okay? So, next we have differentiating personnel and personal. Okay, so sabi dyan, personal means belonging to a person or is a private property. So, personal property, that means it's a private property. Yun yung personal. Ngayon naman, when you say personnel, it means people who make up an organization such as military personnel or the staff. So, for example, all office personnel should attend the meeting. So, nakita niyo yung difference ng personal and personal. I know you're very intelligent. We are all intelligent. You're all smart. So, alam ko naman na alam ninyo kung ano ang personal and ano ang personnel and kung kailan ito ginagamit. Okay? So, now let's move on to our brief forms. So, brief forms. Sunduin muna natin yung ating set of brief forms. Ayan. Yan. So, for our brief forms, ayan, di ba na pag-usapan na natin yung NT and ND, now, yun yung magiging brief form ng ating end. And, ulitin natin, we have end. And then part, so since part, it's a brief form, ang magiging stroke lang ni part is PT. Part. And of course, Englishmen, they do not pronounce the R. It's pot. We say pot. Therefore, wala yung A, wala yung R. Okay, it's pot. Wala yung R. PT lang. Next, we have advantage. So, we have advantage. Advantage is represented by your A and your V stroke. Ulitin natin. A and V stroke. Advantage. Next, several. Several is represented by the SEV. S-E-V. SEV. Next, immediate is represented by your E, me. Yan, immediate. Next, were. Were is represented by E-R. Maalala niyo yung where? Oh, where is my little Bo Peep? Yung where. Yan. If you remember, where is represented by your A, R. Ngayon naman, yung were, we were, it's represented by your ER. Nakita kasi ninyo yung difference ng pronunciation ng kanilang E. It's where and were. Okay? Kaya magkaiba. Next, advertise is represented by your av-ties. Av, A-V, ties. T-I-S. Ulitin natin. A-V, T-I-S. Av-ties. Next, value is represented by your V and your L. Value. Okay? So, ayan. Now, let's move on to our, of course, brief form derivatives. So, ano naman itong mga brief form derivatives na ito? Of course, these are the words that are derived from our brief forms. Yan yung mga brief form derivatives natin. So, party and partly has the same stroke. So, for party, we have P-T-E. Kasi diba, yung E and yung li has the same stroke. So, ayan, tingnan na lang ulit ninyo dun sa magiging sentence na itra-transcribe ninyo kung ano yung mas kailangan, si party ba or si partly. Next, we have partner. So, part. P-T for part. And then, ner. We have N-R. Partner. Next, depart. Depart. Advantages. So, we have advantage, which is represented by our A, V, and then advantage, jes. Add S. Next, we have disadvantage. So, we have this, wait, wrongness. This, we have this, advantage. This, and then yung advantage natin na AV. Next, immediately. We have immediate. Ayan. And then let's add li. So that is how you stroke immediately. Ulitin natin. We have immediate, which is E-M-E, and then li. Okay? Next, values. So we have VL for value, and then we add S. Values. Next, advertising. So we have advertise for advertising. Advertise, and then ing to make it advertising. Next, advertises. We have advertise, advertises. Okay, so that's it. That's the last part of our lesson. I hope I was able to help you understand what is in your module. Ayan. And please do your activities, your requirements. And of course, if you have any question, any clarification, and any suggestion, please feel free to message me. I really appreciate it. Yung mga nagma-message na nagsasuggest, ganyan. I'm very thankful. At least, diba, nai-improve natin the way we deliver our videos or our explanations. Ayan. So, thank you for watching and listening to this video. I hope to see you in our next video. Good day and God bless.